Welcome back. We're going to be doing some simplification of fractions. So we're just going to be looking at fractions and simplifying as much as we can. So please pay attention and take notes as needed. So our topic is simplifying fractions. Simplify fractions. That's what we're going to be focusing on today. And what it is really it's just a few steps that you have to do to get a number as small as it can be. So we're going to be looking at factors, getting factors of numbers, either 2, 3, 6, 4, 5, 7, any number that will be a factor of the bigger number. And we'll also be looking at how to eliminate some factors so we have a smallest possible number. So here we go. I'm just going to make up some numbers and we're going to do some practice here. So here's an improper fraction, first of all, and we have a fraction that is not simplified. So we need to figure out how to simplify this. So we're going to look at the numbers that multiply to make 49 and the numbers that multiply to make 14. So if we look at 49, we get two numbers that multiply to make 49. We get 7 and 7. Now, 7, nothing else makes 7 besides 7 and 1. So that's as far as we can go. That's factored as far as we can go. 14, we're going to factor that out, and we get 2 and 7. All right, notice that there is a 7 in both of those situations. So let's circle those 7s. Okay, what does that mean? That means we can take out a 7 in both of those numbers and still have the same fraction available to us. So this is simplifying fractions, looking at numbers that multiply to give us our number on top and on bottom, and then taking away that number that's in both situations. So 49 is also known as 7 times 7 over 2 times 7. Okay? Or we can get rid of these two 7s because they're both there. I don't know if you realize this, but 7 times 2 times 7 times 7. Now, in multiplication of fractions, we just multiply straight across. Okay? So this is the times symbol. Excuse me. Okay? So this multiplied straight across is going to give us our 49 out of 14. But we also know that 7 over 7, any number over itself, is equal to 1. Any number over itself, 1 million over 1 million is equal to 1. So when we are looking at fractions, if it's 1 over 1, or a million over a million, or 7 over 7, that's equal to 1. Anything times 1 is itself. So this becomes 1. 7 divided by 2 times 1 is itself. So we can actually just as equal to 7 over 2. So we took it from this, went to this, realized that 7 over 7 is 1 over 7. So what's one way we can go from factor trees or factoring straight to our answer? If they are 7 and 7, you take 1 out of each. You just look at what's left and multiply it. This is 7 by itself, and this is 2 by itself. They're not going to be multiplied by anything. Just make sure you keep it, this is gone and this is gone, 7 over 2. So 49 over 14 is also equal to 7 over 2. Let's do another example. Say we have 18. 18 is going to be over 36. Let's do that. So let's look at our factoring. So what numbers multiply to equal 18? Well, we know 3 and 6. But 6 is not as small as it can go. What about 6 being 3 and 2? All right. What about 36? 36 can be broken down into 3 times 12, 3 times 4, 2 times 2. So I broke it down to 12 times 3, then 3 times 4, then 2 times 2. So these are all multiplied. Okay, so this number gives you 18. So 3 times 3 times 2. This number times this number times those two numbers gives you 36. Well, let's circle what's similar. We have 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2. So let's put those numbers over here. 3 times 3 times 2. 3 times 3 times 2 times 2. So I have a 2 left. That's it. These cancel, these cancel, these cancel. Remember what we talked about? If it's the same number on top and bottom, that's multiplying by 1. So they just go away. They just go away. The 2 on bottom stays. But I have nothing on top. It's not nothing over 2. What number is anything times itself? Well, we already talked about it. Something times itself is equal to itself. 1 times any number will give you that same number. So if I have 18 times 1, I still get 18. So there's an imaginary 1 there. And so this is what I'm left with. 1 over 2. That is a simplified fraction. Now let's go to the interactive activity that you'll be doing. Okay, and then from there you're going to be doing some worksheets. So simplifying fractions. Once again, we have our example. You've used this program on the last day, so just once again. So if we have 8 and 10, remember factor out 8, we get 4 times 2. And then factor out 10, we get 2 times 5. So the 2's can go away. We're going to get 4 on top. And 5 on bottom. And you get a excellent. Good job. All right, so you're going to do that for all those problems. Hopefully you get a nice score on the end. And then we're going to have a worksheet for you to do. And you're going to finish that worksheet. And once again, you'll bring that to the next tutoring session that we have. So be sure that you're ready with all your paperwork to turn in. See you then.